We're now able to put the channel in global state when we click on it, but when we load the page, we're only calling the set user action. We're not putting any channel in our global state when our page loads. We have to actually click on it first. So we want to change this behavior. We want to load a channel by default when our page loads. So to create this, we begin by going to our add listeners function, and where we're setting the state, we're adding the loaded channels to our channels property on state. We're going to add a callback function. We're going to execute a function that we'll create called set first channel. And set first channel will do just that. It'll take the first channel in our array, our channels array, and put it on global state. So we'll set a conditional to say if first load, so we'll put a first load property in state, set initially to true. Say if this.state.firstLoad and this.state.channels.length is greater than 0 if it's our first time loading the page, and if we have more than no channels, we have a channel, we're going to call our set current channel action and pass in the first channel. And how do we get this first channel? We'll just take the channels array from this.state.channels and grab the first element and set that equal to the variable first channel. And then upon doing that, we want to set the state in order to set first load to false. We can save that, head back to our app. You can see now set user and set current channel are being called when our page loads. So now we have our first channel within state, and we can still change our channel to another one. However, we're not displaying which channel is currently active, so we want to change this as well. We want to display to our user which channel has been selected. So within change channel, we're going to execute a function which is going to take the channel we're passing to change channel in order to set the active channel. So we're going to call this function set active channel. We'll simply take the channel data for the channel that's being switched to and set the state and update a property on state called active channel. It'll just take the ID of it. We need to create this active channel property. We'll set it to an empty string initially, and then back where we're iterating over our channels with display channels, we'll add this active prop to our menu item to compare if the channel that's currently being iterated over, if its ID is equal to this.state.activeChannel, and if it is, it'll provide an active class to it and highlight it. So if we head back to our app, when our page loads, when we click on a channel, you'll see that we have some indication of where we're currently at, which channel we're on. However, we're not displaying it for the first channel that we land on. So if we want to change that, if we want to show that the first channel is active, when we're calling set first channel, we can call set active channel here as well and pass in first channel. And with that, we're now setting the channel by default when our page loads, and we're displaying the channel that's currently active.